Good afternoon and welcome to the briefing hosted by the Board of Directors of Gem4me Group on Monday, January 20th of 2020. My name is Oleg Lipovetsky and I will be translating on behalf of all the speakers today. Valery Ostrikov speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and today we have a conference featuring which we'll be answering your specific questions that you've submitted previously. We've been receiving your questions over the course of the month and will now answer them, as well as we will conduct the first stage of our lottery at the end of this conference. Let's begin with the first questions regarding MarketSpace and the Messenger. These questions are interconnected with each other as they touch up on the same notions within the application. Question number 1. Currently, when making a purchase in MarketSpace, I have to discuss several notions regarding payment and delivery of a product. When will these functions be automated approximately? When will financial services be included for payments? And when will logistic companies be introduced for product delivery? All of these just to make purchasing a product as easy as in other marketplaces without the need to talk to a seller. And question number 2. Can the following notion be done? When clicking on a particular product of interest for a whole section of products offered by the merchant, their characteristics and prices to be depicted. To answer both of these, MarketSpace is being worked on and improved currently, as we are expecting to introduce the financial services in the first half of the second quarter of this year. We are actively negotiating with various acquirers and are striving to comply with all the legal, financial, and security requirements. Moreover, we are planning to introduce the Dialogue with Merchants feature and will publish the roadmap soon, depicting the approximate dates of when the various notions will be introduced and improved step by step. Question number 3. Why is the quality of voice calls being improved for so long? I wanted to transfer all of my communication from other messengers to Gem4me starting from the beginning of the year. Although, connectivity issues don't let me just do so just yet. When will the quality of voice calls improve, as this is a basic functionality of a messenger? I am sure that this one is one of the reasons the amount of users is not growing at a faster speed. They say that video calling is already functioning, but the video call button is absent on my Android device. Am I the only one? And question number 4. Given that both Viber and Gem4me are developed by Synesys, why does Viber not have any issues with voice calls and Gem4me does, while the quality doesn't seem to improve? We totally agree with these 3 questions, and back when we were planning the development of our messenger, we took into account that there are many messengers with voice calling, but only one other messenger with a marketplace. We realized our mistake on focusing on MarketSpace too much, and the new releases will introduce improvements and new notions in this regard. The roadmap will also depict the approximate timeframes for when they will be introduced. Our developers are instructed to improve and introduce the voice calls feature soon. We are also implementing more sophisticated call solutions and are actively testing them in the beta testing version already. Question number 5. One of the partners from Belarus has an idea regarding MarketSpace. Is there an option for buyers of products to make local markets only for their particular country? For instance, gaining exclusive rights for adding products to these markets, something similar to a franchise for a market or a particular country. Such a market can be actively promoted and will attract funds from owners of online stores. Is our company interested in pursuing such an option? Again, our MarketSpace is built on the following principle. As a merchant, you have the opportunity to manually choose in what regions of the world, what countries, and even cities your product or service can be available. We are actively building architecture of our MarketSpace that will help merchants to promote their products and gain access to a broader range of potential customers all over the world. Moreover, the financial infrastructure provides the essential foundation for commercial activity within. Over time, we can develop an algorithm that will help merchants get in touch with local logistical companies as well. On this note, I am passing the word to Alexander Kochinovsky, the member of the Board of Directors who will continue the conference with the next set of questions. Alexander Kochinovsky speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends. I hope that today will help to clarify you the questions that you've had, and be sure to submit any other questions that you may have to our email address depicted on the next slide. Let's continue with our traditional weekly news. We currently have 11,105,000 of users of our application, and it is great to see how this number grows organically. We already got over the 10 million users mark in Google Play, and it will also help our future developments as well. Let's keep on marching towards our 50 million of users mark together. As a reminder, our schedule of conferences for the following few weeks is depicted on the slide, and be sure to submit any questions you may have in order for our developers and marketers to prepare diligent answers. On February 3rd, we will have a news conference, which will be followed by presentation of our business on February 10th. Additionally, each week we summarize the results of the earnings and work conducted and the weekly earnings of those active partners. As you can see, the geography of those partners is widespread from Canada to Japan and Indonesia. Over the course of last week, we have 53 partners from 8 countries with earnings of more than 1,000 euro in just 1 week. 32 partners from 6 countries with more than 2,000 euro in just 1 week. 15 partners from 5 countries with earnings of more than 4,000 euro. 8 partners from 4 countries with more than 7,000 euro in just 1 week. And 5 partners from 3 countries with earnings of more than 15,000 euro in a matter of 1 week. And our top earning partner of last week earned 28,900 euro, and these are the average weekly earnings of our active partners. These are the profitability rates of our project for those partners who wish to earn not just when the project is finished and is sold, but also while it is being developed. In other news, the popular History of Success contest has now ended, and we have summarized the results as well as announced all the winners. We thank all the partners who participated and shared their stories and are excited to gift them with marvelous prizes. Additionally, I would also like to answer the following few questions. Question number 1. Is the Gem4Me registry sealed? If not, why and when will it be? Yes, Gem4Me registry of shares is sealed, and we are currently working with the last 24 shareholders on their document verification. In the nearest time, gem4me.eu website will be prepared within the direct link to obtain an official certificate of share ownership for those partners who do wish to have one in a paper format. Question number 2. The Gem4Me certificate has the signature of Kisogergis and MarketSpace certificate of Kubans. Who are these people? Please depict a document that shows why these individuals have the right to sign certificates. These are directors who have the right to sign certificates based on the conditions of our founding documents. As you can see, this slide depicts the founding documents of our Gem4Me Custodian Services Company, which are in open access, and page 8 depicts that these two individuals are directors of the companies, and therefore they have the right to sign the certificates, where our websites contain these founding documents in open access, and anyone wishing can download them from there. Question number 3. We received a certificate of share ownership back in 2018. As a government employee, I declare my income including assets purchased. Please clarify whether the certificate of share ownership has to be depicted in the declaration as a purchased asset in 2018. Since each country has various requirements for government employees, assets, and declarations, shares are considered as assets, and in this case, I would suggest for local lawyers to look into this matter. There can be 2 dates declared, either the date of purchase or the date that is depicted in the certificate. Question number 4, 5, and 6 are asking about the same notion regarding our mathematical table of projected value calculations. Last briefing mentioned the request from partners to periodically update the table of shares prices calculated based on the mathematical model provided. Please update us whether the such table will be occasionally released accounting for the changes, maybe once per month. To answer all 3 of these questions, Firstly, and most importantly, as a company, we strictly do not have the right to make promises regarding profitability of shares. Your shares are expected to grow in value once the project is sold, while any promise of such profitability is illegal, and we cannot issue such a promise, which is why we offer an approximate mathematical model, while we must state that such model is not a promise of profitability from the board of directors. We are legally permitted to depict distribution of shares, while we are not allowed to depict the promises of profitability. We analyze similar projects and messengers, see their values, and are able to make approximate estimates based off of the amount of shares and projected growth and development and our user base. Question number 7. The issued 5 million of shares were intended to create market space. Half of the shares were sold in the last 6 months, while during the conference, Denise Galka mentioned that version 2.1 of MarketSpace needs to be released. The current amount of shares won't be enough to finalize the project, or will it? Yes, based on our calculations of shares that we still have remaining currently, it is enough to finish the project. Mr. Ostrikov will also return to discuss our strategic plans and timeframes for 2020 later in this conference. The most amount of work that we have will be in the first and second quarters of 2020, and not many months are left until the project is fully completed. The next set of questions pertains to finances, future developments, and miscellaneous questions. Question number 1. Please tell us if there will be an opportunity to invest funds together with this team after the project is sold. This is a great question. Open of our major advantages, this is current foundation of partners and structures, as well as the team that works effortlessly all over the world. As the project becomes more and more well known, it only helps us further as a company in our future endeavors. We are fully confident that we will provide working with our established team of partners and will continue creating new projects in the future. Question number 2. The next 2 questions are similar in their essence. When will the investments be depicted? And please specify if one is able to join the company. Is there an option to exit? In case I decide to change my mind and wish to return my funds, who do I contact? How do I know that my shares grew in value if they are not depicted on the stock market? To answer both of these questions, we are operating based on the system of crowd investing, which stands for private entities investing in the founding capital of a company which proceeds to use the invested funds in the creation of a particular notion or a project. In our case, the Gem4Me MarketSpace digital application with a commercial platform for global use. Our project invests all the funds that are received from investors in the 4 main branches: development, promotion, the powerful referral program that allows for active partners to earn while the project is still in the development stage, and minor administrative fees that cover the work of our team that supports the technical background of our project. In essence, there are no funds that remain stagnant, which is why exiting a project would be the sale of the whole project and distribution of the funds between the shareholders in accordance to the shares that they own. We are always discussing our latest developments and news to depict that the funds are being used for the purpose of promotion and continuous improvement of our common project. Please specify when the results of the next audit will be released. Most likely, the next audit will be conducted in the middle of this year, and the second quarters will finalize our incentive development, and once the core development is completed, the full potential of the company can be evaluated. Question number 4. A business plan is required to attract major investors that we can work with. Can you provide it, and when? Yes, we are preparing such business plan for the upcoming year, and we will provide it to those partners who work with potential major investors. Question number 5. When will payments using bank cards for Europe be introduced? To answer, the payments with European bank cards are currently accepted through the Transcoin payment gateway, and our RoyalPay acquirer is set to introduce bank card payments from all over the world in the nearest 2 weeks. In what country does our company currently pay taxes? We have a broad legal structure which combines in Switzerland, United Kingdom, Malta, and Estonia. Our company pays taxes in these countries based on the funds that circulate there. Question number 6. A year ago, it was mentioned that Google is interested in our project. Our representatives even went to its headquarters, although not much was heard about it since then. What is the relationship with Google currently? Yes, we did go to Google's headquarters in both California and Dublin. Google is monitoring our activity and helps us in our development, as they are interested in projects like ours, as it is mutually beneficial for them and us, as well as it has a potential to be purchased by them in the later future. Google tried developing their Messenger, although despite their major outreach and capabilities, it did not take off. Google also tried to purchase the Snapchat Messenger for $3 billion, which was denied. Google has been very interested in a messenger of their own and are monitoring the developments of such projects. We will host numerous negotiations with potential buyers of our application over the course of this year, and Google may very well be one of them. Question number 7. Why is the main conference hosted in May instead of October? Based on the rapid development of our application, it is enough to have our main conference once a year, and we decided to split our meetings for 2. We will now have 2 main international conferences per year, one in May and one in October. Question number 8. Natalia Arshavskaya mentioned that a new project will be discussed during the conference in May. Is that so? We are planning to discuss a large amount of new introductions in May, and Natalia was discussing the major perspectives of our project once it is completed from various aspects. We will not be discussing any new projects in May, as we still have a lot of work to be done with Gem4Me market space. Question number 9. How soon is it expected to gain 50 million of users? Based on our plans and major promotional campaigns, we are estimating to achieve this major benchmark within this year. And question number 10. When will a powerful campaign be launched in mass media? We estimate to launch such a campaign after all the major developments are completed and finalized, and is approximately set for the 3rd quarter of 2020. Additionally, our current promotions are still valid, so be sure to take advantage of them while they're still available, and I will briefly discuss them again as well. Firstly, the cashback promotion for cryptocurrency is still valid, where a partner can receive 5% cashback from his or her purchases when paying with the package using encrypted currency. Moreover, the main promotion, Increase Your CCA, and a package of shares can be divided into 3 main parts in order to grasp the most amount of partners, ranging from those purchasing the smallest packages available to the largest ones. The double CCA promotion is also still valid, so be sure to use it while it is still available. We've also extended our Super Package promotion, a rather groundbreaking and effective promotion that is widely popular in demand. Starting January 28th, CCA 10 will be achieved not by a purchase of 3 invest packages, but 4, and it will only continue to grow from there. Don't forget of our CCA 10 Your Powerful Surroundings and a gift portfolio of shares promotion. This promotion does not have an expiration date, although the board of directors can end it at any time based on the remaining amount of shares. In conclusion, the gift portfolio of shares promotion still remains valid with no limitations, although the amount of shares will be decreasing in the nearest future. Moreover, a reminder that we also have a new schedule of events, including our Academy of Success. These events continue to be very helpful and profound for those partners who do attend them, so be sure to contact the host for the event that you wish to attend to improve your work. Also, our event in Moscow will be hosted on May 15th of 2020 in the best hotel of Moscow called Four Seasons. The price of a ticket with a discount is €175 from now, and partners with the Silver Master qualifications and above are invited to participate in this grandiose event. On this note, Mr. Ostrikov will now continue the conference with strategic plans for the year of 2020, after which we will conduct the first stage of our lottery. Valery Ostrikov speaking. Good afternoon, and I wanted to discuss our project in its essence in further detail as well. Currently, the revolution of platforms is taking over the world and is covering a wider range of technologies and services, from Airbnb replacing hotels to Amazon replacing the need for a grocery store. Most importantly, these platforms don't have any special resources, but rather they simply connect the provider of a service or a merchant with customers via their platforms. We are creating a global platform that will connect merchants and buyers through Gem4Me and will allow for them to effectively communicate with one another. The platform allows to receive a wide range of information regarding products and services, reviews and ratings, all in one place, which is very convenient and will save lots of valuable time. Consequently, it will drastically increase the value of our MarketSpace platform as well. It so happened that even prior to the major wave of interest towards this market sector, we foresaw the revolution of global platforms coming. At this point, it is evident that global platforms will overtake the whole world in the nearest time. And yet another advantage of our platform is that it organizes exchange of resources that do not belong to it. Even though it owns the most important notion, the infrastructure and technologies that are continuously increasing the value of our platform, we connect merchants with consumers and offer them the opportunity to exchange products, services, financial services, and much more, all while increasing the value of our platform. Moreover, according to the Metcalfe's law, the more users a platform has, the cheaper the services of the platform are, and cheaper platform services attract even more users. A large amount of users and continuous financial flow increase the financial appeal of the platform overall. Yet another advantage of our market sector is the fact that markets of messengers cannot be monopolized. Despite all the various messengers available today, we are working on implementing notions and functionalities that will set us apart. Moreover, our main goal is to offer more than one other messengers currently offer in our ecosystem. It is to build on the same principle as our platforms, our messenger that unites people from all over the world. It allows to have public channels, have individual chats, and all the functions that a modern messenger has. While our MarketSpace will be built on the foundation of the messenger and its users, providing them with a seamless commercial platform. Moreover, our passport system allows to complete a user verification once, and it will allow to bypass all future verifications and services as well. Our financial services will conduct all the financial transactions on the platform and much more. Our marketing within the platform will also allow for third-party developers to promote their products and services within our platform. Due to painstaking and coordinated work of all the members of our major team, each of whom is passionate about what they do and is a high-class professional in their area of expertise, we are confident that we will achieve our one major mutual goal. We know for a fact that major ideas always attract major leaders. We continue working hard on improving and promoting our project day by day, and we soon will attain our goal. Moreover, our global plans for 2020 are depicted there on this slide. The first quarter of 2020 will include beta testing of our messenger and the whole application, complete refactoring and design updates, including voice call improvement. We will have a roadmap of technical developments in the nearest time prepared as well. The second quarter will closely work on advanced functionality of our messenger and MarketSpace with numerous notions in it. Third quarter will give us less technological aspects in it, but rather the launch of a major promotional campaign of our application all over the world, while the fourth quarter will closely work on additional functionalities and further improvements as the world of IT is rapidly developing day by day. On this note, I would like to thank you for your time, as I am now passing the word to Alexander Kuchinovsky to conduct the third stage of our lottery. Alexander Kuchinovsky speaking. And without any further ado, let's set off our first stage of the lottery, during which we will find out the first 8 lucky winners of this week. These are the prizes that we will be gifting today, depicted on this slide. Traditionally, our first category is drafting prizes between those who purchase the Go packages. The prize in this category is 2 Samsung Galaxies A30, the latest smartphone from Samsung in this category, a very modern and popular gadget. And let's find out who will be the first lucky winner of our lottery stage today. Who will own the first Samsung of this week? And let the drum roll begin. It is Alessia Chadova from Russia. It is great to see her as the first winner, and it is very well deserved. Let's get to the second Samsung of Gadget of today, and the second winner is Nina Makarova from Komsomolsk-na-Amur, Russia. Congratulations, let's keep up the hard work, and we are looking forward for your reviews. And now, let's move on to the second category, in which the gift is the latest version of iPad, a very stylish gadget of today, for buyers and sponsors of Biz Packages. Let's find out who will be the lucky winner to take the first iPad of today, and it is Tatiana Varonova from Kiev, Ukraine. Congratulations, and we hope that you enjoy your brand new iPad this time. Let's move on to the second lucky winner of an iPad today, and it is Antonina Badlaeva from Ust-Ardynsky, Russia. She's the second lucky winner today, and that is very exciting. Congratulations to all the lucky winners so far, as your hard work is being paid off and luck smiled at you. And now, our third category is for buyers and sponsors of premium packages with a prize fund of 2 iPhone XR this week, a gadget that is desired by many. Let's get right to it, and the first prize is taken by Nina Karidze from Yekaterinburg, Russia. Congratulations, and let's move on to finding out the second lucky winner of an iPhone today. And the lucky winner is Olga Nefedova from Barnaul, Russia. Congratulations on this very great luck. Congratulations to all the winners in this category of this week so far. And the most anticipated and desired gadget of the year, iPhone 11, is for buyers and sponsors of Invest Packages. Let's see who the lucky 2 winners of this great gadget will be today. Let's do the first iPhone today, and it is Yelena Bayer from Rottweil, Germany, a very well-deserved victory. The next iPhone 11 of today goes to Roman Burdek from Perm, Russia. Great winnings so far. Now, let's find out who the winners of the last and most anticipated category of prizes is, which is for buyers and sponsors of the latest packages available, the Super Package, with gifts of iPhone 11 Pro. Let's do the first iPhone, and it is Sergei Zafagorodny from Moscow, Russia, a well-deserved victory. And now, the next iPhone 11 Pro of today goes to Mikhail Leontiev from Kaluga, Russia. This is great. Congratulations to all the winners of today's lottery stage, and the next lottery will be hosted on January 27th during our presentation of the business. We wish luck to all the participants. Keep up the hard work, and until we meet next time.